Oh, hello guys, I am back, and I am bringing up, hopefully, there we go, Fallout 4. Yes, I know I have a mods on and my achievements will be removed, because to hell with vanilla.
Oh god.
Oh yeah, Sam's looking at memes. He's still with me. He's been with me for like the last 12 some odd hours. I have the ramen in front of me, by the way.
Oh, you have ramen.
Ramen.
Show it on screen.
It's a big bowl of ramen. But I also have cheese and I have hot dogs in it. So
What flavor? What flavor of ramen?
Chicken.
Oh, good choice.
I like some of the more exotic flavors, but
Like Oriental.
no, I mean like creamy chicken or spicy beef.
Oh,
or
I love creamy chicken.
War. War never changes.
Mr. Bean.
In the year 1945,
that reminds me of the episode of
my great-great-grandfather,
or that movie Caddyshack. Someone
serving
throws
in the army,
a chocolate bar into the pool. People
wondered
think it's a
when he'd get to
turd.
go
Bill Murray's
home
character
to his
comes
wife.
up, looks at it. I got it. He's just holding it
never seen.
and starts taking a bite out of it.
He got his wish when the U.S. ended World War II by dropping
I
atomic
love how they
bombs
gave
on Hiroshima
Fallout a backstory with
and
this.
Nagasaki. The world awaited Armageddon.
If you know what I mean.
Instead,
What?
The Fallout intro.
something miraculous happened.
Oh yeah.
Oh, this has the
We began
best
to use atomic
burn
energy not as a
in the
weapon,
game. And it's at the very
but as a
beginning
nearly
if you play the
limitless
female
source of
character.
Power.
What is that?
People enjoyed luxuries.
I'll show
once
it to you
thought
because I'll
realm
play the
of
female
science
character.
fiction.
Well, I can't hear it.
Robots.
'Cause
Oh, you'll see it on the screen
Powered cars.
if you have the
portable
stream up.
computers.
yeah, I
Pip-Boy.
do. I just can't hear it.
I'll let you know when I get to it.
In the 21st century, people awoke from the American dream. Years of consumption led to shortages of every major resource. The entire world unraveled. Peace became a distant memory. It is now the year 2077. We stand on the brink of total war,
How do you spell accidents? Y-O-U.
and I am afraid
It's like, ouch.
for myself, for my wife, for my infant
It's
son,
never an accident if you play it safe.
because of my time in the army taught
Gotta
me
wrap your
one
willy.
thing.
No glove, no love.
It's
God,
that war.
there's a ton of ways. I can't remember what it is.
War never changes.
Let's see here.
Oh crap! I forgot to put a certain mod on I have. Damn it! I'll just save it when I get out of this.
Cover your stump before you hum.
War never changes.
Before you
You're gonna
tack
knock
her,
him dead
wrap
at
your
the Veterans Hall
whacker.
tonight, hun.
Don't be
think?
silly, protect your willy, which is the one I did.
Absolutely.
Um,
Get ready. And
when in doubt,
stop
shroud
hogging
your
the mirror.
spout.
Right.
Don't be a loner, cover your boner.
Oh god, one of the
can't-
radios is on. Damn it!
Do what?
Oh, I want the radio on in the background. Oh well,
Oh.
can't
My
deal with
turn,
it.
Big guy.
So it's probably gonna get tagged. What are you doing? Going after a freaking bug. Okay, so adjust the body size because I always think that the mother looking for the son is always the more heartbreaking story instead of the guy looking for his son. That's just how I feel about this game. Move all. Let's make makeup. We'll do the gloss.
You're beautiful, you know that?
Oops, I keep forgetting how to do this. What color? Lipstick. We'll do pink, because why not? I like the lip liner. We'll do... that color looks good.
Not bad.
Okay, so
Not
go
bad
to...
at all.
Nope, face, hair. I have like a million hairs. It's not over with the crying. Bloody crying. I like that.
Did I mention how much I love your new hairstyle?
Color, we'll have... Let's have hot pink. Why not? We'll do pale.
That looks nice.
Eye color. God, I have some awesome eye colors. Did you die? Oh, shoot, you're gone. The hell? What happened?
Internet just like hiccuped or so. It did that
Sean
thing where
totally has your eyes.
caution sign pops up where it says the internet is not available. I don't even know what happened.
It does that to me every so often.
Yeah, it just
Let me just
happened.
slide in here.
Okay. I'm just gonna fix his. Oh, come on. No. Face, his eye color. Give him. Let's give him neon yellow
Looking good,
eyes.
if I do say so myself.
And go back to
Okay,
the
come
lady.
on.
And
Refresh the stream so that I can.
complete.
Holy shit! Your chick looks like a millennial.
Turn that off. Okay, so I need to do a quick save. And then, because I screwed up on not putting on a certain mod that I like.
So where's the burn at? That
Hang on. It's going to happen shortly. I just got to change or go into my load order because for some reason it doesn't like to keep this one enabled. I have modified vault suits.
modified vault suits.
Mm-hmm. You'll see in a second. Once it loads back in. But yeah, that thing with the internet giving out usually does that to me.
It does it. It does it. I've noticed that it does it really late at night, and it only happens like once or twice. It's
Usually
very strange.
Usually happens to me roughly 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon. But that's probably peak times.
Hold on.
The hell is that?
I'm listening to something on iFunny.
Mm.
Oh man.
What? Oh, the
Hold on,
iFunny.
I'll show you.
Make sure the chat's on. There we go. Move this to the side. Make that big so I can see if anyone pops in. Doubt anyone will, but you never know.
Yeah, it's really late at night, so
When all your
people-
friends are talking about the jobs they applied online and you just finished a survey to find out what type of bread you are.
Good morning, Mum. Your coffee. 173.5 degrees.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Codsworth. Gimme.
Of course, Mum.
Grognet and the Bat
Grognet
Babies.
The Barbarian and the Jungle of the Bat Babies.
Okay, I guess I'll sit here and wait for everything to pass. So many things you just kind of have to wait. There's Sean crying.
Oh, sounds like someone made a sticky. I shall tell you, young Shaw.
I know
How
we
does
were
someone
nervous
make a
at first,
stinky?
but I'm glad we got Codsworth.
How can you
What?
hear someone making a stinky?
Well, you can tell
Hi.
whenever a
Do I look
baby is
nervous?
making
I look nervous, don't
a poop.
I know, but it's like he heard him all the way from the kitchen. Oh, it sounds like someone made a stinky. It's like, okay.
Well, they start crying about it. That's the thing.
Okay, Mr. Vault
I only
Dweller dude.
I only know this because I have a half brother that's literally 20 years younger than me.
Did you see
That's it.
the John Cena Fall Off 4 meme?
Good morning. Vault-Tec calling.
John Cena fought now. Let
It's
me guess. It opens up the door and it's like,
no.
who is it?
When it's
Just
going through
look
the
at
vault
that sky
wrap,
out there.
it's showing the
You can't begin
name
to know how
system,
happy I am to
and
finally speak
it's
to
like,
you.
okay,
I've been
does
trying
Bill
for
work?
days.
Yes, Bill
It's
works.
a matter of
Does
utmost
Frank
urgency,
work?
I
Yes.
assure you.
Does Amber work? Yes. They put in John Cena, put strength all the way up to 10, and
And I'm glad I opened
Codsworth
the
comes
door.
up and says,
Oh,
"Mr.
me
John,
too.
close enough.
I
John
had no
Cena."
Now
I
know
guarantee
you're a
there's
busy
one where it's
woman,
like,
so I won't
where you
take
hear
up
the
much of
door,
your time. Time
whenever you hear
being,
the doorbell ring, it's like, who is it?
precious
John
commodity.
Cena.
I'm here today to tell you
John Cena
that
calling.
because of your family service to our
Bam,
country,
bam, bam.
you have been pre-selected for entrance into
I
the
don't know how he
local
can hate
vault.
being a freaking meme.
Vault
He became a meme.
111.
And he hates it.
Sounds great.
I'd like
Oh,
give my
it
left
is.
toe.
Believe you
He
me.
ran with it
Now,
after a
you're
while.
already cleared for entrance. In
He teamed up with Cricket Wireless, and they were doing a special WrestleMania thing, and people would come in and start doing their stuff, and he would like bust out of a paper
Let's do it.
wall,
Splendid.
John Cena.
Splendid.
and people
Now,
like he had two little horns
let's
behind him
see.
playing his song. It's like "Doo, doo, 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 doo." It's like, dude, what the hell? Intelligence at 10 always. Okay, because I like that XP and I like those points. Let's see. Strength. We'll put that up to 8 because reasons. Call her. Oh, had to make sure I hit punch the name in. Call her Amber Maxwell. Why not?
Wonderful. That's everything. Just gonna walk this over to the vault. Congratulations on being prepared for the future.
Thanks again.
Hey, it's peace of mind. That's worth a little paperwork, right?
For you and Sean, no price is too high.
Good answer.
I have my moments.
Miss Amber.
Miss Amber.
Sean has been changed, but he absolutely refuses to calm down.
Okay, the insult's coming up.
Okay, I'm putting full screen.
Go ahead, honey. I'll be there in a second to help, okay?
Oh, come on. Play with Sean.
My boy isn't giving
There we
his
go.
mother any trouble, is he? I fixed that mobile on his crib the other day. Why
Give
don't
it a
you
spin. Okay, I'll give it a spin. You have to be sarcastic at this when he asks about the park.
That's my boy. On his best behavior, just like his dad. Well, most of the time, anyway. Listen, after breakfast, I was thinking we could head to the park for a bit. Weather should hold up.
Oh, right. The park.
Here you go.
With you.
Hang on a second.
Because I want to get pregnant again.
Sir, Mom, you should come and
Dude,
see
your husband's
this.
creepy.
Codsworth? What's wrong?
There is a way.
Okay, I'm back. Did you see the insult?
Yeah, right. The park with you because I totally want to get pregnant again.
It's like, damn.
Yes, followed by flashes, blinding flashes, sounds of explosions. We're trying to get confirmation. We seem to have lost contact with
What
our
did he
affiliate
say?
stations.
Oh no.
We do have coming in. That's
Have you ever seen
confirmed
the
reports. I repeat,
what happens
confirmed
if
reports
you
of nuclear
don't go to the vault?
detonations in
Have you seen that
Pennsylvania.
death?
Don't go to the vault.
Yeah, have you seen that?
No.
Let me
We need to get to the vault.
I'm gonna save it and show you. If you take too long or okay, so I'm gonna save it here so you can see. Okay. Now, if you go this way, completely ignoring where the vault is, like going to the bridge, it does this. You die. The bomb goes off anyway. It's like, you're not gonna run away.
That's absurd!
That should be an achievement.
You don't get in.
I'm going in. You can't stop me. Okay. I'm reporting this.
I'm reporting
We need to
this.
get in. We're on the list.
Infant.
The vault
Adult male.
tech rep becomes your
Adult
companion. Do you
female.
know that?
Okay, go ahead.
What?
Thank you.
Good luck, sir. Follow me. Come on.
The vault tech rep can be one of your companions.
Everything we can. Now keep
Really?
moving.
Mm-hmm.
Step on the platform in the center. All right, that's it. Send it down.
Almost there. Is Sean okay?
He's fine. We're gonna be okay. I love you.
Oh my God!
Like, damn it, dude! Because you said you love me, the bomb went off. That was the trick, the key trigger. God damn it! I hate when that happens.
What was that?
The controller vibrating.
By the way, dude, your husband's very creepy.
What with the red eyes, the red Mass Effect, elusive man eyes, or the yellow?
They're not red. They're like yellow. The elusive man has blue eyes.
I could have did blue eyes.
We made it. We're okay.
His are sort of white though.
Everyone, please step off the
What?
elevator and proceed up the stairs and in order.
Really?
His are
Man.
sort of white.
No need to worry,
The
folks.
elusive man.
Yeah.
Get everyone situated in your
They're
new
like
home. Vault
sky blue.
111. A better future.
Oh yeah, this is the outfit,
underground.
the vault suit.
Yes, up the
When you
stairs.
take a look,
Can't believe it.
it looks pretty cool.
No, don't get caught up thinking about that. You're safe now.
Looks like a Star Trek uniform.
It's whoever made it put some serious detail into it.
Step over to the table. Take a
Okay, give me the damn suit, and I just keep walking.
What now?
Just follow the doctor here. He'll show you where to go.
All right, you three. Follow me.
Our home.
Our home,
Everything
everything.
we had.
What about my family in DC? Well, they're fucked.
God, honey. What
My father and my mother and father in DC. Well, they're fucked. Well, but sorry.
Checking everyone off.
Comfortable, as well as comfortable.
Prepared for the future, right?
That place got 2 or 3 different bombs. Oh, come on, you guys, hurry up. What?
The memes.
Like, come on, I want to get frozen already.
Hold on.
Post a few, I don't mind.
Do what?
Post a few.
No, that's what I'm doing.
Just step in here.
I have to
and put your
post it
vault
to my
suit on.
Twitter in order to post it to here.
Not always, but it works.
Because iFunny's a mobile app.
Oh,
Pod will decontaminate and depressurize.
did you watch that video I
before we
sent
head deeper.
you? Yes. What was your favorite part? Yes.
Resident secure. Occupant vitals.
And here's the other one.
I love watching.
Procedure complete.
Yeah, it was one of. Yeah, I was one who bit him. Now he's in Halloween. He doesn't even come by the hood anymore.
3, 2, 1.
Everybody's saying that Spider-Man Homecoming's like the best Spider-Man that's been made.
Oh. Come here. Come here.
Coda Kitty.
No, she wants this bug. That's on the wall, so I'm trying to help her out here. Eek. Okay, come here, sweetie. Give me a hug. Oh. Yes, I know you want your friend the bug.
Coda Kitty.
Whoop. I'll just, yeah. Yeah.
This is the one. Here.
Just gotta watch this 5-minute little video here.
Oh yeah. The longest shit cut scene.
It makes perfect sense of what happens. Pretty much, you blink, it's like 140 years. You blink again, it's 106. It's like 200 years. Oh, over 210, to be precise.
You know, whenever I first played the game, it actually confused me because I thought the opening took place in the 1950s, and then whenever you go to the future and they're like, what is it, like 2210 or something?
Something like that.
And I was just kind of like, no, it was. I think when does
the world stopped really evolving, cultural-wise, about the 1960s.
In the Fallout universe, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It takes place in 2287, 10 years after the events,
So it's
210 years after the Great War.
2087.
2287, and whenever that thing happened, it was 2077. So I got really confused. I'm like, wait, doesn't it take place in the 1950s though? At first, I just got really badly confused.
Oh, I actually saw. I want to find this movie again because I want to watch it again. But the year is like
I'll find who did this,
2960.
and I'll get Sean back.
The world has like evolved back into like 1960s. But what you don't know is that all these characters are in like this. Oh God, what is it? Think of like the Truman Show, but instead of revolving around a person, it was revolving around a lot of people.
So it's like a big group of people are stuck in like a 1960s type deal.
Yeah, and it's for their own good because they've taken out like war and famine and hostilities and stuff like that. So. And one person is trying to uncover the truth behind what's going on. He finds music, tries to show it to people. They start changing a little bit. Goes on to the local talk show, puts it all together. The people of the head guys come out and say, "Hey, if you want to continue to live here, gonna have to say it was all a hoax," and he does, and he shoots himself, and it's like, I want to say it was with Kirk Cameron, but it was a good movie.
Oh, did you see the one that I just posted in chat?
So if you chose religion, what would you choose?
Pray to the booty.
No, that's parting the booty. It's supposed to be Noah parting the Red Sea.
Yeah, but it's you pray to the booty because that's the religion you chose.
I don't understand why people like butts.
What, booty?
Just butts in general. Butts, booty, asses, whatever you want to
Man,
call it.
I'm an ass man. You know me.
I know. I'm a tit guy. Bigger the
I know that
boobs, the better.
you like a big chest.
Bigger the better. Though I don't know if it's officially been confirmed, but the bigger chest a woman has, the more fertile she's possibly able to be, or something, or that she is.
Let me check that because I remember hearing something about that.
Someone told me it was never confirmed, but I do know that a woman, no matter what race or species, should only have as many kids as half the amount of breasts they have. So, like a dog should only have like 6 or like 3, they can only drop that many, or should. So humans should only drop one at a time.
It's not just large breasts; it's narrow waists as well.
Oh god, the bigger the waist, the better the birthing hips.
Yeah, it's the breast size to waist hip ratio.
Because if a woman does not have birthing hips, she shouldn't have kids. It'll be painful on her.
Oh yeah, it can wreck a woman who doesn't have birthing hips.
Texan girls should be able to, because they have that saddle, a saddle look. No, I'm kidding. I don't know how Texas women look. I was there when I was like 11.
They got butts.
It's because they're mixed in with a little bit of the Mexican geom.
The black and a little bit of the Mexican.
Now, Louisiana has the black. Texas has the Mexican. Oh, do you like my my Pip-Boy?
I can't. Okay, there. Oh wait, that now I see it. Yeah, that's cool. It's the N7.
It's the N7 one. I am a whatever. I still don't even know what N7 stands for.
Let me look it up because I knew at one point what stood for.
I know it's a rank because there's N1, N2, N3, and N7 is like the highest or something. I know that Mass Effect Day is November 7th.
You're making me want ramen right now.
I'm hungry. Shut up.
The N designates special forces, and the 7 refers to the highest level of proficiency. Applies to the Alliance personnel who have graduated from the Interplanetary Combatives Training ICT program. So N7 is the highest spec ops level of proficiency. Which means that Shepard was probably like in 12 or something.
No, she was in 7. I think. Was she in 7?
Yeah, she was in 7, but it was a joke because Shepard is literally Space Jesus.
Oh God. Oh, the guys over at Cracked.com had a thing about those named Shepard and JC, heroes and villains. If you have the initials JC, as in Jesus Christ, and you're a good guy, you're the holiest of holy, or good guys, nothing can hurt you. But what if a bad person has a JC? Well, they're the worst of the worst.
But Shepard doesn't have a...
There's an evil Shepard. Let me see if I can find that real fast.
No. Shepard doesn't have the initials of JC.
No, he's Shepard, though, which is like what Jesus Christ's job was. Cracked.com, JC Shepard. I want to see if it...
Slip, not shirts.
I think it's for fictional characters.
Children's organs on the Hammerhead is both a villain and...
Okay, it is. Okay. Cut, cancel, and paste.
Pause my music. There we go.
4 baffling rules to
Finding a
naming
character
fictional
in
characters.
A movie or TV show is always difficult. For efficiency and simplicity's sake, it would be great if all of our protagonists could be named Throb, huge protagonist, and Shaniqua likes Daniel, and all of our villains could be named Elvira hates dogs and Chad.
Shaniqua likes
Things
Daniel.
don't work
Elvira hates dogs.
There are rules to naming fictional characters. It just so happens that all those rules are stupid.
And Chad. Fucking Chad.
When BioWare had to come up with a name for the main character of Mass Effect, they could have taken it in a million different directions, from Hugh Man to Bald
Man.
McWhite. Then they apparently noticed that their protagonist sacrifices and later resurrects himself to save the universe from a race of mortal horror bots, so they simply decided to name him Commander Shepard. You don't need to be a biblical scholar to notice the similarity between that and the Good Shepherd, the biblical street name used by Jesus Christ. But hey, guy sacrifices himself, gets named Shepard. That's cute, but it probably only happened that one time, right? Wrong, asshole. Guy who had to sacrifice himself to save people? Sounds like John Connor from the Terminator franchise, another savior of humanity who just so happens to share the same initials with the Son of God. Or John Carpenter, the alien who dies, resurrects, and saves humanity in the day the Earth stood still, mainly because Christ's substitute isn't technically the real name. Then again, neither is Jericho Kane, and yet that was the name chosen for Schwarzenegger's character in End of Days, where he saves the world by dying in an epic battle with Satan. Or how about Jack Shepard, the dude who sacrifices himself so everyone else in Lost can live, except for all the many people who died. By naming their character some variation of Shepard or JC, writers are basically spoiling their own movies because Jesus-type characters are almost always destined to sacrifice themselves at some point. It happened with Stu Shepard from Phone Booth, who starts out as a jerk but by the end of the movie is trying to take a bullet to save the lives of 2 innocent women, and Bruce Willis's James Cole in 12 Monkeys, who ends up getting shot as he tries to save the world from a deadly virus. But what happens if a villain is named Shepard? You shout at your screen, not knowing how computers work. Add to your technological confusion, I'll tell you. When you name a villain Shepard, it almost guarantees that he'll be the vilest type of criminal imaginable, because an evil Shepard is really just another way of saying anti-Jesus. That's actually a pretty spot-on description of Art Shepard from Desperate Housewives, pedophile, Jack Shepard from the movie Frequency, serial killer, and Tony Shepard from the Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus, who is so cartoonishly twisted, he f***ing sells children's organs on the black market. Really, the only way for that character to somehow be more evil is if his or her first name was a series of spoilers for Game of Thrones. Hey, speaking of Game of Thrones spoilers, hold. There are weapons in Game of Thrones. Speaking of weapons,
no Game of Thrones spoilers.
When Luke Skywalker knighted Leia and Han's daughter, Jaina Solo, in the Star Wars Extended Universe, he gave the brave warrior the title Sword of the Jedi. Nerd! Oh my god, did I just bully myself? Jesus Christ. Jericho Connor. Shit. I legit forgot. Which is the real JC at this point? The one that we all like. Anyway, those characters and other good guys like Swordmaster from Afro Samurai, the Swordsmith from Heroes, were named after weapons which we associate with nobility, honor, and bravery. But when you weren't looking, pop culture has decided to assign more arbitrary qualities to weapons and the people named after them, proclaiming that while swords are good, hammers are villainous dickheads, and blades are either pure evil or anti-heroic. For example, in the awesome Dr. Horrible sing-along blog, Captain Hammer is a character who, while the hero of the town, is clearly the villain of our story. And also, the hammer is his penis.
The hammer is my penis.
Which actually puts him in the same category as Justin Hammer from Iron Man 2, whose only role in the movie was to be evil and B, a total dick. See also the fact that Hammerhead is both a villain in Spider-Man and Dick Tracy, and that Mr. Hammer is a bad guy in Batman Arkham City. And, if I'm stretching, MC Hammer. He stole a lot of those songs.
He stole a lot of those songs.
Uh-oh, uh-oh. I'm pretty sure something traumatic must have happened between every comic book writer ever and their doctor, considering how many comic book villains have doctor either in their name or on their resume. Don't believe me? Look at DC's villains, Dr. Light, Dr. Phosphorus, Dr. Savannah, and a big portion of Batman villains who sport PhDs, Hugo Strange, Poison Ivy, Harley Quinn, the Scarecrow, etc. On the Marvel front, you have iconic bad guys like Doctors Octopus and Doom. But what's really interesting here is that when Marvel Comics have superheroes with doctorates, the characters almost never refer to their proper titles. Mr. Fantastic has a doctorate, as does Tony Stark. But do they bring it up? Big f***ing Doctor No additional villain. It would be easy to chalk all of this up to our fear of progress and technology, which can be used for evil in the wrong hands, like the ones of the mad scientist Dr. Rotwang from Metropolis, or Dr. Blight from Captain Planet. But then there are movies like The Princess and the Frog and its villain, Dr. Facilier, who isn't even really a doctor. He just calls himself that because Disney hates doctors too. Is it because they wouldn't freeze your brain, Walt?
Get over your dad.
On the other end of the moral alignment spectrum, you have military captains who all seem to be upright, honorable, and solitary heroes. Many comic book superheroes can attest to that, like Captain America, Captain Atom, or Captain Marvel. In TV land, there's Captain Jack Harkness from Doctor Who, Captain Benjamin Franklin Hawkeye Pierce from MASH, and Captain Kirk, the last of whom actually gets killed in a fight with the evil Dr. Soren in Star Trek Generations, which might not have happened if Kirk had been a colonel,
Or doctor. Or Colonel Doctor.
like in Scrubs. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Colonel
Uh-oh.
Doctor.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Can't touch this.
Naming villains is hard because as much as you'd like to name your bad guy
Gun Death
Punch
Facenstein.
Facenstein, there's always that boring adult voice in your head telling you to maybe spend more than 5 minutes thinking it through. But if you're in a hurry, you can thankfully just go with a name that has mal in it. Call it a day. Mal comes from the Latin malus, meaning bad or evil. Fictional names starting with mal are the easiest way to let the audience know that your
Eats
character
orphans
eats
and
orphans
pushes
and poops them out in the shapes of tiny swastikas. It's most often seen with fantasy characters like Maleficent, the demonic sorceress from Sleeping Beauty, or the
Oh, God,
Satan-esque
Spawn.
Malvolio from Spawn. More recently, you have the Malfoys from Harry Potter, who are, we're all adults here?
Nazi fucking
Wizard
wizards.
Nazis, they're Nazi wizards. And Malekith, the Accursed, whom you might have seen trying to kill the god of thunder and the very notion of subtle writing in Thor 2. The world of science fiction also has no shortage of evil Mal characters, from the Rancor Tamer in Star Wars called Malakili, the space Nazi in Star Trek Enterprise was called Malak, and the horn guy in Phantom Menace was called Darth Maul, which Maul is close to Mal, but even closer to Maul, which is also a violent and terrible thing. Mauling. Like what bears do. All of which leads me to my ultimate conclusion, that if you ever see a fictional villain named something like Dr. Mallory Blade Shepherd with 2 P's, just assume that she starts each day with a breakfast of fresh infant spleens and battery acid, and will continue to do so until Captain John C. Shepherd Christ kills her with a sword.
John C. Shepherd Christ.
Crucifix sword.
Captain John C. Shepherd Christ. Oh, jeez. I love cracks.com. They never get old, in my opinion. Though I haven't seen much of their stuff lately. But I miss their, it used to be bi-monthly, but they had, where they sit around and just talk random shit.
Really you?
Like After Hours, I think it is.
Yeah.
Codsworth, you're still here. So other people could still be alive.
Now I could just type in console TGM and just have fun. The God mode.
Yeah.
Sean's.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter how long it's been.
You know what TGM stands for? Because it's actually a common code throughout all the Bethesda games.
What?
It's
Codsworth,
pretty
you're-
simple. Just think about it for
Yeah,
a
like
second.
I said, the God mode.
Yeah.
That's all I know. That's all I
Yeah.
just joke about that.
No, it really is that.
Stay with me.
God.
Thank you, Codsworth.
The cool thing is with
All right.
the God mode in this game is everything. I mean, you don't have to pay for anything when it comes to building, which is nice.
Yeah, the God mode in all Bethesda games, it's like you get infinite ammo, your weapons will never break, you do double the damage, you can't die, and you can carry as much shit as you want.
The only issue that I've noticed is that it has a tendency of crashing.
Yeah. It's because you're so fucking overpowered.
You're breaking so many of the
You're breaking you're
code.
quite literally breaking command lines of code.
So I'm not gonna do anything with building. Screw that shit. Unless it forces me to. Yeah, go in there, Codsworth. Kill some tree or some bugs for me. Are you done, Codsworth?
Codsworth.
Miss Amber.
Your family isn't here. It's
Thanks
okay.
for trying, Codsworth. Mm-hmm.
I love
Thanks for
how
your help,
certain things in this game will evolve around each other. Like if you clear out the bugs, when he's like, let's go look around, he's like, I've already done that. You can go through the entire game without even meeting Preston.
Have you ever done the no-kill run?
That's really hard. Oh, this
Yeah.
is one of my mods I got when you see it. This barricade on the wall. The bridge is fixed. I like certain mods. Though the bridge removes the body that's right here with the melee weapon. Okay, so I've never done the no-kill run. It's kind of hard when you actually have to kill a few people.
Hey, boy. What are you doing out
But
here
it's
all by yourself?
but people have done it.
Yeah. People have
Same thing.
sped run this game in under like an hour and a half, I think.
Sort of a flea bag.
Any percent or hundo?
Okay, then.
I think it was
Let's stick
just
together.
quick.
Any percent?
Yeah. Though what I saw is the guy started in Sanctuary. Somehow acquired enough Radex on his trip, and the thing that gives you boosted speed or AP or whatever, ran to Diamond City, then ran down to the crater of the atom, so he has every point needed, and then quickly goes through the game, skipping everything, using bugs and glitches. Something called the generator glitch, where you can pick something up, and as you drop it, you jump and pick it up again, and pretty much you can go through the ceiling. Grabs the mini nuke launcher when you go to fight Kellogg, kills him. But like with one shot, immediately teleports back to wherever he needs to. He just like rushes through the whole thing. It's like the guy I saw beat it within like a second or two. Though I'm probably sure people have beaten it faster.
Probably.
But it's like, come on, can you do it without cheats? Without hacking?
I don't understand your hatred for that.
I know, if it's in the game, I always say that if it's in the game, you have the right to exploit it. But it doesn't mean it's right.
Holy shit, this movie costed a lot of money to make.
What?
Something called Valerian, City of 1,000 Planets.
Oh, I've actually wanted to see Valerian.
It costed $200 million to make.
Avatar was more. I think that was
I know,
up
but
to,
it's like...
I don't remember, actually. Avatar was a big budget film.
$237 million.
Avatar?
Yeah.
Grab the laser musket. I have to do this because reasons. Hey, Raider. Dead.
Believe it or not, the newer Star Wars movies, they've had like budgets of, compared to like a lot of the other big budgets, they've had kind of modest budgets. Like The Force Awakens had 245 million.
Oh, you have a stim pack.
And I think Rogue One only had 200 million. Yeah, it was a $200 million budget.
Let's see, what do we got here? Okay, EMP. No, it's not Faith. There we go.
Sweet.
Have you found the? Have you ever done the, or actually looked at the computer terminals to see exactly what?
Flame, you know I've only played Fallout 4 through once.
I know. I just figured you might have figured out how to do the whatever the fuck it's called. The terminal. I can't think straight. Okay, so
Man, I wish I had a budget of $200 million.
Ow. 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 Fucker.
I'm gonna quietly grumble to myself while I think about what I could do with $200 million.
I can think of a lot.
Just making a movie on $200 million is beyond me.
I'll make a shitty movie and keep the rest of the money.
I'm gonna make a shitty movie that makes lots of money.
I probably could. I have ideas that I would like to try.
No, you could literally probably make a shitty movie that makes lots of money. I mean, look at the Bye Bye Man.
I'm dead.
Were you there that night that I came back from the theater from seeing that?
From seeing what?
The Bye Bye Man.
No.
God. That movie. I tried watching it again after it got released. And Jesus, it didn't get any better. It's just an awful movie. You remember Ouija? The first movie?
Heard it was alright.
The first one?
I don't know, the one that was in theaters recently.
No, that's the sequel. Or technically the prequel.
Then
which actually was pretty good. No, the first one that came out in like 2014 or something.
Then no.
Jeez. Where were you in 2014? That movie was literally the...
2014... That was, let's see, 7, 6, I was here, 5, 14, didn't really have an internet at the time.
You didn't have the interwebs?
Didn't have the interwebs at the time.
How did you live?
Well, that's when my original computer just kind of shit the bricks.
How did you live without the interweb?
I don't know. I called I went to work, probably. I had a day job. I did have video games, though, so I had that.
But still, how can you live without the interwebs? Like, there's so many good things on the interwebs, like memes.
I don't know.
That's it.
Some of us grew up before the internet, Sam. Some of us grew up before video games, before TV.
Oh, come on. You didn't grow up before video games, dude.
Actually, I sort of did.
No, you
I had an
didn't.
Atari.
Video games were already out and already very, very popular by the time you were born, bro.
85?
Yeah.
They didn't get popular until like 86, I believe.
No, it was popular already because they had already started having video game tournaments in 82.
I thought the NES came out in 86.
It doesn't matter when the NES came out. I'm talking about video games.
I'm talking about arcades.
Video games.
Okay,
Just
I'm a
games.
little bit older than home console system. How's that?
You are younger than home console systems.
Look it up.
The
What is
the Atari came out in the 70s, as did the Magnavox Odyssey, or Magnavox Odyssey.
When did the NES come out? 86, right?
Yeah, but it's not the first home console.
First one that mattered.
If you really
First one that mattered.
If you really want to go back, Pong was the first home console. So,
oh, don't go with that whole, what is it, James thing?
what?
AVGN.
The
Pong
Magnavox
had
Odyssey,
like 12 different versions of Pong. Had its own consoles.
Pong came out. It was the first home console, so you were definitely younger than the home consoles.
Yeah, whatever. Okay, grab this.
And you're especially younger than video gaming.
Glad to help.
Glad to help. World's change.
You all right?
Missing my
My
son.
That's messed up.
Okay, Preston, shut up. Sounds rough.
Sorry.
That's
Good
great.
idea.
Sturgis?
Okay,
There's
Sturgis,
a
you and that
glass bird up
glitched
on the
thing.
roof. Old school.
Oh, Garvey.
Well,
Preston Garvey's glitched name.
No, I just call him straight up Garvey.
I like it.
I like
God, your character looks like such a millennial.
minigun.
I know, right?
Fucking pink
Can't
hair.
be powered up again.
I'll help if I can. Right?
But look,
Hey, you mean this
Actually,
that
I
I have
already
here?
got it.
This fusion core? Thank you
Hello?
very much. Okay. Shut up.
Careful, kid.
Whatever the fuck your name is. Mama Murphy. Don't care about you.
Oh God, Mama Murphy.
It's angry.
Yes, there's something angry that's about to come and rip my head off. We know about the death claw.
Surprise, motherfucker.
I'm a motherfucking T-Rex! I would love to see if someone did that. Use that song as the death claw was popping out of the thing.
God
I'm a
damn.
motherfucking T-Rex, baby!
Oh God, what's the other one? There's another one. I don't remember. I don't care either.
I don't care. Come on. Thank you for loading. That should be a new movie. Thank you for loading.
What would it be about?
Probably the rise of video games, probably. I'd watch it. The rise and success of video games. Or if they ever fell, the rise and fall of video games.
I doubt video games are gonna fall.
Boss, we
The
got
video
somebody
game
up here.
industry is actually doing better than the movie industry. Most people won't admit that, but it's actually the truth.
Normally it's dark and rainy when I do this.
Give you that. Still waiting, asshole.
Did I ever link you that article?
Of what?
Oh wait, am I not
You have to remind me what it is.
playing?
What? What?
Still waiting, asshole.
Oh wait, hold on. I know what's wrong. Okay, there we go. I fixed it. Playing.
What?
Did I ever link you that article about what like big movie makers are saying about Rotten Tomatoes?
How they're a bunch of crap?
Over here.
What?
How it's crap?
What's crap?
Rotten Tomatoes.
Well, no, here, I'll just show you. It's just easier.
Just tell me.
Okay. Movie studios are blaming Rotten Tomatoes for killing movies no one wants to see.
Yeah,
Pirates
that's
of
true.
Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man Tells No Tales, and Baywatch were never going to be critical darlings. The former is the fifth film in the franchise that should have been retired years ago. Hollywood had any mercy at all, and the other is an action
T-Rex.
and the other is an action comedy about lifeguards. Enough said. Both movies led domestic box office to its worst Memorial Day weekend showing in nearly 20 years. And in the fallout, the Hollywood producers are blaming the writers, the actors, themselves? Of course not. No, they're reportedly blaming Rotten Tomatoes. They say the movie review website, which forces critics to assign either Rotten or Fresh Tomato to each title when submitting reviews, regardless of the nuances of the critiques, poison viewers against the film before they release. Deadline reported that insiders close to both films blame Rotten Tomatoes, with Pirates 5 and Baywatch earning 32% and 9% rotten. The critic aggregation site increasingly slowing down potential business of popcorn movies. Pirates 5 and Baywatch aren't built for critics, but rather general audiences. And once upon a time, these types of films were a family adventure and a raunchy R-rated comedy were critic-proof. Many of those in the industry severely question how Rotten Tomatoes computes its ratings, and the fact that the scores run on the movie ticket buying site Fandango, which owns RT, is an even bigger problem.
I
as of 4 weeks ago, Pirates was reportedly expected to rake in 90 to 100 million over a 4-day holiday, and Baywatch was projected to gross 50 million over 5 days. The estimates were slashed after Rotten Tomatoes scores were posted in. Pirates made 77 million. Baywatch grossed 23 million in the U.S. and Canada. But Dwayne Johnson, who stars in Baywatch, publicly called out critics and then scolded them on movie economics. Bold move from this critic who watched Baywatch with other critics who laughed their ass off and decided to trash it publicly. Boy critics had their venom and knives ready. Fans love the movie. Huge positive scores, big disconnect with critics and people. Breaking, and then Scott Mant says, breaking, Baywatch's Wipeout will open below projections with 30 million domestic over 4-day weekend, costed 60 million. Dwayne Johnson replied, "Wow, who taught you economics? 35 to 45% of your budget is just one territory. U.S. is excellent. Our worldwide rollout begins next week." Cited several scores to measure audience reception, which displays on the critic rating. That quite a few smell what The Rock is cooking. 70% of Baywatch viewers on Rotten Tomatoes said they liked it, but the critic score is what many people look to when deciding whether to spend the hard-earned money at the cinema. Filmmaker Brett Ratner, who directed such classics as Rush Hour and X-Men Last Stand, has called Rotten Tomatoes the worst thing to happen to today's movie culture. Told Entertainment Weekly in Middle America, "Oh, it's a low Rotten Tomatoes score, so I'm not going to see it because it must suck." But that number is an aggregate and one that nobody can figure out exactly what it means. It's not always correct, and I've seen some great movies with abysmal Rotten Tomatoes scores. Over the weekend, some studio insiders talked about withholding critic screenings until the premiere or scraping them entirely to prevent damage to future releases. Deadline reporting, there's just not a great date on the calendar to open a poorly reviewed movie, a studio marketing veteran told the publication. Never mind that these movies may have had very little appeal to begin with. Risk-averse Hollywood has been relying too heavily on existing intellectual properties of TV, film, comic books, and literature.
And we owe you our lives.
And viewers growing wary of it. Marketing sequel to a lingering franchise like Pirates is also challenging. And Baywatch, although huge in its heydays, an old property with diminishing appeal among today's moviegoers. Both movies will likely still do pretty well abroad in places like China, which are becoming prime market for these popcorn flicks. Whew.
Yeah, critics in general kind of can make or break a game or a movie. Like, oh God, what was, I think Mad Pat did it, but there was a theory he did that PewDiePie actually controlled if a game was good or bad. Like, if PewDiePie played a game and he said it was good, sales would peak. If he played a game and they were bad, they would drop.
Here's another article. Hollywood wishes critics would stop telling people that bad, lazy movies are bad and lazy.
Oh, I don't care about reviews.
All right, folks. Thanks to our friend here, it's safe to move out.
How I see it is that
Sanctuary.
if I want to know, if I want to see something and I want to know how it is, I usually use IMDb, the audience reception on Rotten Tomatoes, not the critical reception, the audience reception, and Metascore, and I kind of just aggregate to see if all of those are good enough, and if it's not, then I'm just like, screw it, I'll wait for it to come out. And if it is good enough, I'm like, maybe it's something worth watching. And I determine from there. Now, on properties like Baywatch, where I was never a fan of the TV show, I actually found the TV show to be quite stupid.
Some episodes were good.
Well, you have to think, the show is so fucking old now, and
It didn't age well.
I'm so young that it just looks like a dated piece of garbage to me.
Well, now if you look at it, back in the day, Pamela Anderson was hot back in the day. Nowadays, it's
So yeah, I don't really have any connections. Now the Pirates film, if I went and watched that, and and I knew that it's stuck, I would just be pissed.
hey, there's a Jaguar over there.
That was a once great franchise that they're running into the fucking ground.
I think they're still okay for at least maybe one more film, but eventually they're gonna have to give it up.
Okay for one more film versus making a good movie is two different things, man. You can make a film that makes lots and lots of money, but it's gonna be a piece of fucking shit.
Yeah, it depends on how you look at it.
After seeing On Stranger Tides, I had no faith for that series.
I kind of gave up after the second film.
Well, I'm not a
Johnny Depp film.
I only had faith after the second film because the original trilogy was an actual trilogy of books that had been released many, many, many years before.
You know, it's based off a ride, right?
A what?
The Pirates of the Caribbean was based off of a amusement park ride at Disney.
Yeah, but it had a trilogy of books that went along with it. Then the two newest movies that have been coming out, they didn't have any books that went along with them.
Cash grabs.
Exactly. And they're fucking awful.
I heard the newest one brought back Orlando Bloom and what's her face?
I don't know. I haven't watched it because after I saw On Stranger Tides, I was just like, I'm done. I literally was just like, I'm done.
Oh, it's a wounded dog. Oh shit, I shouldn't have shot it. Oh, you're an evil dog. Okay. I saw that face.
One movie I actually am really excited for, though, is It. I really hope that it's good.
It's going to be a two-parter, you know this, right?
Yeah.
Maybe a three-parter.
No, it's 2 parts. They confirmed it was going to be 2 parts.
Okay, I heard kids, adults, and then the climax.
No, it's kids and then adults. And the climax happens during the adults portion.
I lost all hope in it when I saw the trailer at the very beginning because it was almost point for point for the original trailer, which is fine. It's when the kid gives his son, when he gives his brother the boat, kid runs out,
when he
puts the boat in, and he runs right into the thing. In the original, he went around it.
That part actually made me go like, oh my god.
It's like, oh, this is gonna suck.
It didn't make me say like, oh, this is gonna suck, but it was just one of those things like, oh god, what?
Yep.
You shouldn't have had that.
That one part just made me say, nope. Oh, also, no Tim Curry.
Well, you can't really hold the film accountable for that. Considering Tim Curry is
he dead?
What? He's in his 70s now?
He could probably pull it off. But if you watch Rocky Horror, you'll never be able to see Tim Curry another way.
I have seen Rocky Horror.
You'll never look at him out of a dress afterwards.
He wasn't in dress, he was in drag. Full on drag.
Yeah, you'll never see him different. After that, you'll be like, I always see him in Rocky Horror.
As the Frankenfurter.
As the transvestite.
A spunky transsexual.
That movie was
great.
Weird. They're trying to remake it.
Wait, there are?
Unless it got scrapped. I last heard they were trying to remake it.
Oh, God, they can't remake that.
Your power core fusion... God damn it. My fusion core is running low on my power armor. Can I have? Can I have? There's another power armor.
I'm more excited for the Hobbit movie because I've watched the 1990 film, and yes, Tim Curry is extremely effective, but everything else just sucks dick.
Oh, I didn't like the original movie after the twist. It's a giant spider.
Oh god, and that wasn't even in the book. That's what makes it even more stupid.
Really?
Yeah, I've read the book. The giant spider thing, that never happens. It literally came out of somebody's ass.
Oh jeez. One of the adults die off and they don't care. Like your friend just got eaten, and you guys are celebrating?
Yeah,
it's his battery acid, asshole! With an inhaler.
The giant fucking spider thing is... Most of the movie doesn't even have any relevance to the book. Like Pennywise is not always Pennywise the clown. He's several different things that the characters fear individually.
What do you expect for a Stephen King movie? Do you expect it to be verbatim? Not everything could be like The Stand.
Well, the funny thing is that a lot of people are like, "Oh, Stephen King movies always suck," and I'm just kind of like, that might have a little bit to do with the fact that he has like zero fucking things to do with the Stephen King movies.
And when he actually made a Stephen King movie, it was terrible, or a movie it was god awful.
Maximum Overdrive.
I'm gonna make a movie that's gonna scare your asses off.
Maximum Overdrive is actually, I'm gonna say this, I actually kind of liked it because of how stupid it was.
There was that thing he did with the zombie guy.
Rob Zombie?
No, the father of the zombie genre.
Oh, George A. Romero.
Yeah.
Show, which is amazing.
Where Stephen King's character starts turning into a plant thing.
Yeah, but Creepshow was pretty good.
Which one? There was like 4 of them.
The first one. The first one's the only one that Stephen King and Romero were both connected to.
I think John Carpenter was in it too.
Yeah, I think it was like a collaboration of some of the best horror writers and directors and all that. It was just basically like here.
I want to see Tim Burton, Clive Barker, and Stephen King put something together.
Well, you know, Clive Barker is not a filmmaker, right?
No, he writes the story. Tim Burton puts together the visuals, and I guess we'll do John Carpenter instead of Stephen King. John Carpenter will direct it. I think it would be a pretty good movie. Not sure what the hell it would be about, but
Clive Barker does not write screenplays.
He writes stories.
He writes books.
Yeah, and look what the Hellraiser series did. Look what the Master of Illusions did. Look what that Christopher Walken one did.
He is not. Usually he's not directly involved with a lot of his films, much like Stephen King.
Still, Clive Barker writes the story. Tim Burton puts all the visuals together, and John Carpenter directs it.
Also, can I say something about a particular Clive Barker story not a story.
The Scarlet Diaries is coming out soon. I want to see it.
Not the story. The story is actually very effective. The fucking movie. And that's the Candyman. I never understood the following behind that fucking movie. I watched it and I was bored beyond.
It was terrible.
You can do as much trading as you like.
And everybody's like, "Oh my god, it's such a scary movie." I'm just like, I fell asleep halfway.
Candyman.
The story behind it is effective, and it's a good story, but it's just like the execution was so goddamn bad.
I'll buy anything you don't need.
And everybody's always like, "Oh, it's such a scary movie." movie.
Let's
It's
take
such
a
a
look.
scary movie. I'm
You'll
just like,
find
no,
something you
no,
like.
it's not. It's boring.
Everyone does.
I wanted to shoot myself before it ended.
Let's see. Let's sell this. This. I'm selling shit. Somehow I made it to Bunker Hill.
And then there were no, I did like Hellraiser. Hellraiser was good. It freaked me out a little bit though.
They're, like I said, his newest book is being turned into a movie. The Scarlet Diary, or whatever it's called, or whatever it's called.
Do you know how hard that it was for them to make the Hellraiser movie though?
The original actor, the original actor's coming back.
No. Like how hard it was for them to make the movie. Like they had so many funding issues because nobody wanted to fund them because they thought the concept was too demonic. Because this was back in the day when everybody believed in Jeebus.
Jeebus. Who you believe? I believe in Jeebus. Damn it.
I always go back and what's weird is you go back and you watch movies from like the late 90s and early 2000s. I'm just like, there are so many religious underlying tones in these. It's weird. Because nowadays most Hollywood movies are usually anti-religious.
Mm-hmm. So I am exhausted. I can't stay up as much as I used to.
Are you actually going to cancel the stream?
Oh, dude, I've been at this for 20 hours now. Think I'm going.
Oh my gosh.
Well, no.
You did
16, 17, 18.
Hours.
Nah. I am just groggy for some reason. My entire body's like, go to bed. You're slocking up. And the energy drinks aren't working.
All they're doing is making your liver want to cry.
Making me worse. Anyway, if you're around tomorrow, we can do something.
All right.
So, everybody, thank you for watching. It's been a good 2 years. Here's hoping for another 2.
2 years on your main channel. You have to point that out.
Yeah, on the main channel. This is just for my live streams.
Yeah, otherwise the people that aren't subscribed to your main channel are going to be like, what?
So, if you want to go check it out, I think I have it in my description. Yes, it's in the description below. YouTube/C/Hidden Flame. Go check out that channel. Make a like. Make a subscription.
Make a like.
I'm losing words.
I think he means slap a like on it.
Yeah, slap a like on this video. Slap a subscribe on here and that channel. Hit the bell so you know when I stream, when I upload videos. And as of right now, it is officially 2 years. So I started it at like 1 a.m. my first video. So Sam, thanks for always being here. And I'll see you and all my streamers, viewers, next time. Come on.